was a Rebbe, and he was sitting down. This big Rebbe was sitting down, and one of the Hasidim, he comes over, and he tells the Rebbe, where's all the Tzadikim of yesteryear? Back in the day, in the old generation, we had so many Tzadikim. Where are they today? The Rebbe closed his eyes and he sat there for about a minute, and then he opened up his eyes and he banged his hand on the table. There are tzaddikim in our generation. He said, what do you mean? Where are they? He says, those people who watch their eyes are like the tzaddikim in the old generation. And then he closed his eyes back. And then he opened up and says, I take it back. They're bigger than the tzaddikim in the old generation. And they're all looking, all the Hasidim are looking, what are you talking about, Chacham? What are you talking about? And he said, Kol ha-mekadesh et atzmo lemata mekadeshin oto milamala. When you mekadesh yourself, when you make yourself holy in this world, Hashem in Shamayim, He makes Himself even more holy in Shamayim. And He says, this is the addition that we're adding. The nisyonot, the tests that the tzaddikim had about kedusha, of peritzut, of watching their eyes, was never like today. Never. Go look in the early 1900s. They were going on the beach. People go on the beach with dresses. I was walking one time in Bradley Beach on the boardwalk on the side. It was a rainy day, so you couldn't see anything anyway. No, nothing over there. And I saw pictures on the side. Pictures of what? Of how the old Bradley Beach used to look like in 1908. And it showed pictures. Everybody like they were going to a wedding. All dressed like a huge gown. Says, well, when a person watches his eyes in this world, Hashem makes you more kadosh and more kadosh and more kadosh. I bet you the tzaddikim back in the day, they wish they lived in a generation like us. You know why? The more risk, the more gain. When you're in a business deal, when you're an investor, when you're gambling, when a person's gambling, I'm not talking about gambling, physical gambling, I'm talking about gambling in a business deal, where you're about to invest in the deal. The more risk, the more gain. Right here, it's very risky. If a guy looks at something that he's supposed to look at, there's big gain now. Every look. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. The guy, what's he gain? A little bit of a action, that's it, stops. Come on. If you really think about sechel, there's no gain for it. He says, back in the day, they didn't have that. Back in the day, they didn't have that. So therefore, but us, we have a risk. A person could go the left side and this. He could, has v'shalom, end up in the worst places. But if a person says to himself, that's it, I'm going strong. You know how much kedusha that you could get in this world? You know how much you're going to end and you could be? This is the kedusha of the eyes. Hashem will make you more kadosh and more kadosh and more kadosh. And then you could go all the tzaddikim after 120. Says, you know who I am? Who are you? I lived in the year 2018, 2100. You know how much garbage was out there in the kvish, in the streets? Baruch Hashem, I passed. These eyes are kadosh. They're going to come, they're going to tell you, come here, tzaddik. Wow. What tests you passed. This is one of the aspects of tzaddik.